What is going on, guys? This is Noel here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the time that my friend passed the fuck out. Now, this is a pretty funny story, so sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So, this was back in 8th grade, and back then I was hanging out with this kid, we'll call him John. So, John was, he was your typical stoner. He smoked a fuck ton of weed, and he sold a fuck ton of weed. You know, there's always that one kid in the town that's like, you know, the town stoner, like, where I just made a weird-ass noise. He's the kid that everybody goes to pick up weed. So, I was hanging out with this kid a lot because I was smoking a lot. And this kid had another friend named, we'll name him Kyle. Now, Kyle was a really, really nice Indian kid, but he also smoked a lot. So, it was us three that day, and I actually had no weed for that day. So, earlier in the morning, this kid actually walked like 2 miles just to pick me up a G. Like, he wasn't making anything out of it. He just did it solely because I was a good friend. So that was really nice of him. And then later that night, he actually calls me up and he's like, yo, you want to go smoke that G? And, you know, since he did me such a big favor, I didn't really smoke with these guys too often. I would usually just pick up and then like chill with them or something. Just, I don't know, they were kind of sketchy. But he asked me if I want to go smoke, so I was like, you know what, sure. You did me a solid. I'll smoke you up a little bit. So they actually didn't have a spot to smoke that day. So I suggested that we go to the abandoned furniture place down the street. And if you guys don't know what that was, that's actually from the first video called My First Time Smoking Weed. And it was just basically like a really big furniture store that was closed down like 10 years ago. And so now it just kind of sits there, and there's like a huge parking lot in the back, and you know, it's really just a cool place to hang out. And so I go ride my bike there, and I tell them to meet me there. And as I'm waiting for them to come, they tell me that they met up with these other kids. Now, these other kids weren't exactly your straight edge white collar kids, whatever you want to call them. They were a little bit sketchy. They were thugs, to put it plain and simple. Not actual like gangbanging kids, you know, strapped up and all that stuff. No, they just thought they were tough shit, and you know, always picked fights and unnecessary shit like that. But needless to say, I was cool with them. Didn't have a problem with them, so it wasn't a big issue. But anyway, so my two friends show up at this place with these other sketchballs, and we realize we really don't have anything to smoke with. And so, since I rode my bike there, we'll call him sketchball number one. Sketchball number one says, yo, I got a bowl at my house, but it's pretty far away, so I'm gonna need to borrow your bike if you want me to go get it. And, you know, right away I was bugging. I did not want this kid taking my bike, because he was the type of kid to steal it. If there was anybody that would steal my bike, it would be this kid, right? So, you know, I was really worrying about it, but my friend was like, you know, we really need it, and I doubt he'll actually steal that shit, so just go for it. So I let the kid use my bike, and, you know, he rides off into the distance, and we're waiting there again, and this is completely This is completely irrelevant to the story, but that one of the two sketchballs that was there was actually the kid's sister, the sketchball number one. It was his sister, and I just want to say this girl was like a 12-year-old hooker. She dressed like she was trying to sell herself on the street. It was so like sad, and like I don't have words for it. It was so like sad. I don't know what to say. It was beyond me. She was dressed like she was you know, trying to work a night at the strip club or something. It was really fucked up, and she should not have been dressing like that. But that just added to the sketchiness of that night. Anyway, so moving on, this kid actually does come back with my bike, and he brings the bowl too, which was awesome. We get to smoke, and I didn't get my bike stolen, so that was great. Night's going great so far. But when he comes back, he was actually with 2 more people, and I didn't really think it was possible at the time, but these two people that he brought back with him were actually, sketchier than him and his sister being there already. Now, these two people, they were 14, both of them, maybe 15 at the time. One of which was actually pregnant at the time. Yes, she was 15 and pregnant. And, it was just really unsettling. Like, the kid that got her pregnant, who was there, he was known to, be affiliated with gang activity and stuff. Not that there's a lot in my area, but, for what there is, he was known to be somewhat affiliated with those people, so it wasn't a good time. But anyway, we're smoking, we're passing the bowl around. I'm really trying my best to enjoy myself under these, circumstances, if you want to say that. And so, we're passing it around, and at this time, I really didn't know how to smoke. I really didn't. So, I would try to hit it, I would try to, inhale off the bowl, and, it was just one big, mess. I would get a little bit of smoke, but nothing would really happen. I wouldn't be feeling anything. And I actually remember as we were walking out, leaving that place, I was like, yo, I think I have a naturally high tolerance. I'm saying this to my friend John. I'm like, yo, I don't think I can get high as easily. And he's just looking at me like, what the fuck is this dumbass saying right now? I was just a young little naive smoker. But anyway, so we're passing this bowl around. It's in rotation, going hard. And this kid Kyle, he's not looking too hot, right? He's not looking too good. He's bobbing a little bit. He's zoning out mad hard, just staring. I don't even know if this kid said a word that night. And so I asked my friend John, I'm like, yo, dude, is this kid good? Is he doing all right? Because he's not looking so great. And my friend John just tells me I told you guys they were big potheads, right? He says this kid's been smoking for 8 hours straight, straight since the AM. He was puffing hard, so he's feeling nice, He's high as fuck basically, and he's been high as fuck all day. And so I'm like, all right, man, as long as he's good and not dying or anything. And so this kid's just kind of full zombie mode in the side of this rotation. I don't even think he was smoking anymore. I think he stopped, which is good. I mean, I guess. But as he's standing there, looking all fucking dead I guess you could say, all of a sudden, as he's bobbing back and forth, he just goes a little bit too far forward and just goes face first into the concrete. Just passes the fuck out, faints, and goes face first into the concrete. Doesn't try to break his fall. Doesn't no, nothing. Knocked the fuck out. Not conscious anymore. And so I was a little bit scared. I was like, yo, this kid might be having a seizure. I thought he was having a seizure, because I've never seen somebody just black out like that. Just randomly, not doing anything. And so these scumbags are poking him with their foot, trying to kick him a little bit, trying to wake him up or something. I'm like, yo, if you're on the ground having a seizure, you don't want fucking people kicking you and shit. Nah, help me up, make sure I'm okay, don't be poking me. So I'm trying to flip this kid over, and luckily he didn't break his nose or anything, just a few scratches on his face. But I get him up, get him awake again, and apparently he was just so fucking burnt out, so greened out from smoking so much, that he just passed out, just knocked the fuck out, KO'd. He was out. And but yeah, luckily he was alright. And so after that we were maybe we should go home now. And so we actually walk home, go our separate ways, and I think I headed home at that point. But anyway, that's the story of my friend passing the fuck out. Pretty funny, but he is doing okay now. He's perfectly fine, and no other incidents since then. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a like if you enjoyed.